We made it 3 months. Let's all give ourselves a pat on the back. Because we did it. Didn't think we would, but we did. Yeah. And we're here, and we're back. Once Upon a Time is back. And we're so, well, I know I am. Jake's like really sick right now, so he's not up to.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm sick. So if I sound nasally, it's gonna be like that for the rest of the video. Yeah. So I'll try to talk less. He's
not up to his full potential, but we're super, super, super excited to get back into filming and to doing these and just having that same routine of, you know, watching the show and then filming and talking about it and talking to you guys. And now there's like new stuff to talk about, so.
Makes it exciting.
All right, so let's do this.
The show kicks off as it normally does with some sort of flashback, and it's like many, many years ago. We show Rumple and the trio. Rumple. By the way, I'm just gonna throw out, I'm not a big fan of Maleficent's character in this show. Maybe because like the Disney movie Maleficent came out recently, so it kind of made, like downplayed this one, I think. Yeah. But I really like Cruella's character. I think she's fleshed out pretty well.
Yeah, well this Maleficent was actually, I don't know if a lot of you, I don't know if some of you are who watch this have been watching Once Upon a Time since season 1, but this Maleficent has been here since season 1.
And she came first.
Yeah, she came before Angelina Jolie. I don't know why, but when it goes to real world and Rumple is making ramen in the microwave.
It's so funny, but you know what? That's one thing I really appreciate, because it wasn't, I asked this question on the last episode, I think. I said when Rumple got to New York or something like that, or I assume that's where he is, right? New York?
New York, yeah.
Like, how is he going to survive? He doesn't have money in his pocket and stuff like that. Like, where's he going to stay? I'm like, oh, it's just like one of those, you know, TV show, movie things where they're going to not explain it kind of thing. You just kind of assume. But it showed that he was living under Ursula's roof. You know, he went and found her first, and she was like, you know, I don't have any, he's like complaining about her living situation, but she's the one helping him out. So that explains how he got around. I really like those little details.
So we see, you know, everybody in Storybrooke getting back into their routine, and Regina like burning that bird. I don't know what that was about, that painting. Does that have something to do with Mary Margaret?
Well, I saw like another picture was coming underneath it as she was doing that. I think she was
really?
Doing some interior decorating.
Oh, like I didn't notice that. I was so confused. And then, oh my god, I have been waiting for any Captain Swan moment I can get since 3 months ago, and they give it to us, and their regular routine is, you know, her waking up in the morning, Hook like waiting by her car, he's like, hey baby, here's some coffee, and then the kiss on the forehead, and then like, you know, holding hands and all that stuff. And even when what happened? When the fairies came out of the thing, and then Hook and Emma were holding hands, they were giving each other these looks, like reassurance, like, oh my god, we might die, I love you.
They're a couple now. I'm over them.
They're totally a couple, and I'm just like any Captain Swan moment I can get, like this is why. This is why I waited 3 months. This is why I watched the show. It's just a reminder. And another side note, Regina looks banging in this season. She looks really hot. Like her hair is growing out, her makeup looks good, her skin looks good.
She looks just as good as she always looks.
I don't know, I really think she looks hot this season, so way to go, Lana. Hook and Belle's friendship, I know that the writers were saying that Hook and Belle are gonna have an alliance because of what, because of what happened with Rumple. And I really like the Hook and Belle friendship. What about you? I don't know.
I don't know. I think I like Hook and Snow's dynamic more, but that's more like mother-daughter, I guess.
Wait, Hook and Snow?
Oh, sorry.
Hook and Snow, mother-daughter? What?
Get rid of all that. I got Emma and Hook mixed up, and I was thinking Emma and Belle, then Emma and Snow.
Oh, no.
Sorry, you said Hook and Belle.
Hook and Belle.
You only like those two because you want to ship them, and you ship everyone with Hook.
No, I like that dynamic. I didn't like Hook and Elsa.
You only didn't like Hook and Elsa because you thought Elsa was a threat.
Yeah, Belle could be a threat. No, who are we kidding?
It goes back to Rumple being in Ursula's apartment. And he's on a computer, and he gets an email. It's like, ding, and he's like, I think all of our problems have been solved. I just imagine Rumple's never seen email before, and it's like one of those chain emails, like where it's like, forward this to 20 people, and your day tomorrow will be great. And you won't ever die.
Oh yeah.
And it's like one of those stupid chain emails. He probably saw that, and he's like, Ursula, all our problems are solved.
We have our happy ending.
Yeah.
Was anyone else annoyed that they said happy ending probably 50 times in this episode.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a happy ending count.
You could do like a drinking game out of that. Every time I say happy ending or happiness.
Take a drink.
How funny is it that like you see, it's just like such a funny image to see Rumple, Cruella de Vil, and Ursula go through a fast food drive-thru. In
Cruella's big ass luxurious car.
And then it's like, for one, you don't think Cruella would eat food like that. But then like you see like Cruella and Ursula eating and they're like, do you want anything, Rumple? And he's like, no, not for me. And like just the way he turned it down is like, makes it seem like he gets mad cravings for cheeseburgers and he's trying to fight them off. Like, why are we here?
And back to Regina. I think that, I thought it was so cute for you Outlaw Queen fans that she specifically ripped up that sheet of paper when Robin went through the town line, and now we see it taped up in like the special drawer she has, so she went back and she was like, oh no, wait, I need this.
She gave in.
Yeah,
she gave in to her urges.
I thought that was really cute. In the flashback, when Rumple left them to like die, and he was like, oh, by the way, like, y'all are gonna die now, toodaloo, and he like walks away. I just thought that was badass, because it's like, yeah, that's Rumple.
It's badass that Rumple is like even leading and taking charge of these three, like, you know, demonic characters.
And then when they go back to the town line, I thought that, oh, she held a gun to him, and then Cruella held a gun to him and Ursula kicked him. I felt so bad. Yeah,
I mean, considering Rumple's a villain, it is easy to feel bad for him. I think that just shows like the acting of like the actor Robert Carlyle. One minute
I'll be like, I hate Rumple, he deserves the worst, and the next, like when he was waiting out in the dark, like, and he was waiting for them to come back for him and he was like crying, I felt so bad.
I just felt like, wow, Rumple has a hard life.
I felt so bad
He's never had it easy. Tried to make new friends and they all ditched him.
Regina wanting to know who the author is and her going to the Blue Fairy. That conversation about like her knowing the author, but like the sorcerer and the author, like two different people and all that was like kind of confusing.
I was kind of like not fully paying attention to that part, so I have to rewatch it, but I know what you're talking about. I remember that scene.
They're just trying to like mess with our heads so much.
I think they're just gonna add, it's gonna be like usual Once Upon a Time. They're gonna make it seem like they're adding in all these new characters. In the end, it's all gonna be Rumple.
That's so stupid if Rumple's the author, but it would make sense because he's the one that came up with the curse and he's the one that predicted Emma would be the savior. So if he's behind like all of their happy endings, that would make sense, I guess.
Well, no, because he's searching for his own happy ending.
Oh yeah, so wouldn't he just write his own?
I don't know. I don't think he's the author.
But you know how they always introduce like the new villain or the new whatever for the next season on the last episode? I think we're gonna find out the author on the very last second of the last episode of season 4, and then the author's gonna be like the villain for season 5.
It's gonna be Walt Disney.
There was actually an article about that today.
Oh, I was only joking, but...
They were saying that like it might be Walt Disney.
I can't imagine them using the name Walt Disney and attaching it to a character.
It's gonna be Christopher Robin.
That would be really cool.
And he uses all of the, oh, you know what he does? It's Christopher Robin, and he has these like voodoo dolls, but they're actually like Winnie the Pooh, Tigger and stuff like that, whatever. He uses like fucking like voodoo dolls and toys, and he creates these like worlds and like characters and like gives them all happy endings.
I've said in previous episodes that I really want to see Christopher Robin and the whole 100 Acre Wood kind of come into the story, and like an evil Christopher Robin, kind of like what they did with Peter Pan, but I don't think he will be the reasoning behind it all.
Well, wouldn't that be so cool if like he actually is like controlling all these like animals and like...
Yeah, for sure.
Or he's actually a kid. He's actually a kid and he like plays with these dolls, but he doesn't like realize that he has the power and like these are like...
And it can't be the whole Mickey Mouse thing because they kind of already alluded to that.
Halfway through the episode, was anybody like, wait a minute, where's Charming?
There's like a demon outside, they're all running away, running for their lives, the whole town's going hysterical. I just said that like Charming has the day off and he probably like, you know, he's at home watching TV, looked out the window, he saw there was like a demon running out there, and he's just like, oh my god, not today.
Not today, close the blinds.
Close his blinds.
When Snow told Charming, she was like, Cruella and Ursula are here in Storybrooke, and they kind of gave each other a look. I was telling Jake, I was like, oh, so Snow and Charming have a backstory with Ursula and Cruella. Not surprised, because they always do backstories with like all these different characters and how they've all met each other. So I wasn't surprised. And then when she was so against having Ursula and Cruella come back across the town line, I didn't think anything of it, because Emma was making a point that Snow always believes in the best of people, and why is she turning them down, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, even at that point, I didn't think anything was up. I thought just, you know, Snow and Charming had a bad feeling about it.
When Emma and Hook, I'll get back to that scene, but when Emma and Hook are like, oh, where are our parents? And then it shows the truck in like the foggy woods. I'm like, oh, they're banging in the truck, right? That's what I thought.
One would assume.
Yeah, one would assume they're having sex in the truck. And then they come out and with the umbrellas, and then Snow's like,
no one lets ever know what happened between us in the Enchanted Forest. And if you say one single word to anyone, especially Emma, nobody won't have to worry about the evil queen. I'll rip out your hearts myself.
That was a fucking badass scene. That was so badass.
It was.
And Charming was just like,
Charming looked like he had no idea what was going on. He was surprised that she said that, and he was like, whoa.
I think that moment was my favorite snowing scene ever. Just like just Snow being like, yeah, you know what? I'll kill you. Like, I'll kill you. And then how Rumple was saying that beast, or whatever the heck it was, wasn't actually going after Regina, it was actually going after Emma. Which I should have caught on, because after Regina left the car, that thing was still grabbing Emma.
Yeah.
I don't want Emma to become evil, but I think that would be kind of interesting.
It'd be interesting to see how that affects her relationship with Hook.
Or maybe she's so in love with Hook that, like, maybe this is where true love's kiss will come in.
Well, you make it seem like they haven't already kissed. They kissed all the time. They kiss other places than their lips now, because like they're so into each other.
Do you say they kiss in places other than their lips?
Yeah, because they're like dating, man. He's probably at least gotten to third base.
I'm sure he has. And Rumple walking past the town line was such a badass scene. He's like, whoosh.
Yeah, he starts walking.
Starts like strutting. Like,
that was really cool.
Like music comes on. So I don't know if we've ever mentioned this, but if anybody has the opportunity to watch, what's it called?
The Full Monty.
You get to see Robert Carlyle strip to hot chocolates.
Well, the whole movie is about male strippers.
Yeah, and he's just like stripping in front of a car.
I think it's a good movie, and it really shows off his acting as well.
I believe in miracles.
Even more so than like Trainspotting, I would say.
Yeah, so that's it. That's it for this episode. I think season 4 is going to be good. I think they knew that there was kind of a lag in 4A because they had to keep up with the whole Frozen thing.
Yeah, I think they knew people were a little burnt out by the Frozen storyline.
Yeah, so now they can get back into it, get back into the characters. I think this is going to be like the Once Upon a Time we know and love.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I don't know how to end this.
We'll end it with Robert Carlyle stripping.
Sexy thing, you. I believe in miracles. Since you came along, you sexy thing.